Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fry Up. This week my guest has a license to kill. Sam, how are you?
I'm good.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, we haven't shook hands
Yes,
yet.
no, we haven't shook hands. There you go, your handshake.
Nice to meet you as well.
I just shook hands with a double O agent. Sam, how I came across you was simply Brian Cox introduced me to you in that I watched the 007 Road to a Million show on Amazon.
Yes.
I knew your dad were on it.
Father and son, James and Sam.
Let's see if there's any clues.
What is that?
Like a ray gun.
Yeah, we
What's your
were.
dad's name?
Jim or James. I think he goes as James.
Okay,
He was
okay.
actually James Bond.
Oh, right, yeah, fair enough. Isn't it? It was like a
Game show?
Game
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
but it was like a huge game show where you basically became James Bond, like doing
like
James Bondy stuff throughout, like
all the
activities.
stunts and everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what I want to ask you is pretty much like, obviously talk about the show, but then like sort of like the behind the scenes of it as well, because
Cool.
it's obviously like it's a spectacle. Like there is so much of it where like, you know, there's obviously plenty of like challenge sort of game shows like knocking about, but this is sort of like the Road to a Million was sort of like it's the first of its kind. It's like it's like watching a movie. Like I don't know if you felt like, because I presume you've obviously watched it all back.
I've multiple times, at least 7 times.
Really?
Yeah. Always.
So fair though. That's so fair. I'm doing the same.
I put real people into a James Bond adventure to win £1 million.
There probably couldn't be a cooler theme for a game show.
I
Either.
know, it's like, right, whenever we were applying for the show, so my dad actually applied and then put me as his contestant pair. We didn't even know it was like 007 or anything, so we were just applying for like an adventure.
What was it advertised? It
was just a test of endurance and intelligence or something, that's all it said. Starting filming. It was just like a year of filming almost.
Really?
For the whole show, I think it was a year of filming.
That's mental. Where did you start filming?
Okay, his first challenge was Scotland. I think it's call the Cairngorms. I think those are the mountains. But that was good because like my dad's Scottish.
Oh right, okay.
So we were like on home turf, feeling pretty confident.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello.
You'll find the next question.
18 miles across these mountains. Follow the coast south.
To Dry Island.
So behind the scenes wise, we flew to Inverness, which is like a tiny little town, like way up north Scotland sort of thing. Sat on a bus and it was just us two.
On the, just like a coach thing?
Like a proper, like a single layer bus.
Okay,
and then we were just like drove into the mountains for like hours, and we were like chatting, like nervous.
And was there a camera crew in that bus or anything? Or just
So they did. That's when we were initially on camera, just in that bus.
It very much seems like you're just thrown into the deep end. It's just like dude, like stumble upon whenever you want.
Yeah.
Is there a sense of freedom? Do you think like when you're doing it, is there a sense of freedom to that extent, or does it constantly feel like there's like eyes in the back of your head like watching you?
I mean, there was freedom for some of it. So, for example, when we got off the bus at the start location, we got a phone call. This was actually edited out of the first one.
Okay.
When we join in on the TV show, that's actually our second challenge.
Okay, right.
A lot of the teams got like cut out a lot.
Right. Okay.
So I feel bad for them. Like 2 girls got to the pretty much the level before us.
Did you guys know that Brian Cox was going to be the voice, like the guy?
No, we had no clue. I mean, we heard a voice like that was instructing us.
Was it him, or was it? Like,
well, I think it was. I think
Okay.
It might. I can't remember. I think about halfway through it changed. To
this is like this could be.
So like the first couple of challenges, I think they just did it themselves.
And then like how many countries did you guys?
Okay, so we did Scotland for 2 challenges, and then we did Italy for 2 challenges, and then we did Chile, which is like
crazy.
East South America.
I saw literally like an hour before you guys got here. I was watching a bit of the just to refresh again. And just like clicked onto it, and your dad is like hanging off the side of like a train. You're like inside the carriage or whatever, like you've got this and all, and then like he like pops up, he's on the roof.
I was actually so jealous. So we arrive in this like Land Rover in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
And we are like following some kind of GPS tracker thing.
Okay, yeah.
So we arrive at location. It's like, we got to get out.
Yeah.
And we have this like satellite phone.
Right.
And we see this like dust cloud off in the distance, kind of like coming towards us. And we're like, is that a train?
Yeah.
And we pull out the satellite phone and there's a text that says, "Get on the train."
So you just had to like.
Yeah, and we
get
were
on
in the
yourself.
middle of the desert. Like there is no life at all. Like there's no cactuses or anything.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like just barren as
That's
like
so
it's
cool.
completely zero. Anyway, so this train starts coming towards us, right? Like, and we're like, okay, it's gonna stop. We're gonna jump on. It's gonna take us to some cool thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it just like keeps rolling past us, and it's going pretty fast. So we're like sprinting next to it.
There's no like safety for that. Is it just like get
had
on the train?
We were running towards it. We were like going to jump on it,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, stop! Oh, stop!"
Yeah, yeah.
And they actually like reversed the train back.
Oh, okay.
And they had a chat with us. They were like, "Okay, so you're going to jump on the train.
Yeah.
You have to get in the last carriage." They did tell us.
Right.
that.
Okay. Yeah. Like obviously the way they added it, it's
Yes.
like you guys just pull out your phone and like, oh my goodness, we're
Yeah.
jump on this
And
train.
then
And
it's
obviously
great.
like you can't
I know,
just
I
have
know.
that where like the train comes out you and you jump on, like the show wouldn't get made.
I know.
But like.
but I think they've done a pretty good job of making it
Seemed like
feel
it was
real.
just because
Yeah.
genuinely when I was watching it, I said I was watching it with my dad and I was like, there is genuinely nothing else like this where
Yeah.
like it's shot so well, it's shot like a movie,
Yeah.
all the music and everything, like and like the intro to it is sick, like the whole all the
It's like
graphics and everything.
proper
It's so,
007
yeah.
opening. I think we got to level 5.
Right.
Wait,
Of how many levels was there?
there's 10.
Right.
So like, I mean, I think we came 4th place out of the 9 contestants.
Yeah.
So like, we're not in the top 3, but we're not in the bottom either. So we did pretty okay.
Because I was watching I was just like seeing like the final part that you guys were in.
Yeah.
And you were in like the second last episode, and that's when you guys go out.
Yeah.
The question was something about like
Mars.
Because we were talking like you probably know that question inside out now. Because it's like it was like when did the Viking when did the Viking 1 land on Mars?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So once the question starts, no one speaks to you like until you answer the question, pretty much.
It's class.
But you have 1 hour, so we open it and we're just like chatting for 20 minutes almost, just like.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I still felt rushed. Like
Yes.
we were.
No time would ever be enough for that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the helicopter like flies over the top of us to pull the smoke grenade that tells us whether the answer is right or not. And the first time it went over us, it was green. So we were like celebrating and like we've just won 100k. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Get to keep going on the adventure.
Yeah.
And then the producer steps in. And is like, we just need to do that again. There was a mishap with the helicopter.
Serious?
Yeah, and we kind of knew. We were like,
So are you now thinking?
Yeah,
if it was right the first time, they wouldn't need to do it again.
Yeah, sort of thing. So we kind of knew we got it wrong, so we're kind of like solemnly walking out to watch the helicopter pull the red.
But like when so obviously like the smoke comes out, it's red.
Yeah.
And you guys know like we're done here.
Yeah.
How quickly does it then just shut down for you guys?
It was actually like pretty much they put us up in a hotel. They did stick us on business class on the way back, which was pretty nice.
See you, Amazon?
yeah. So we got like, socks and stuff in the plane.
Absolutely, that makes it all worth it. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a little icing on the cake. Leaving, but it was pretty. And after that, we just pretty much didn't talk to them for a year.
Really?
It was like. We felt like the top of the world, but obviously they're like filming the other 3 teams that didn't go out. So I assume
they're obviously busy finishing that off because obviously like no team got the million in the end.
Yeah, no team got the million.
But then was it the top 3 then got something? They got like I think they got some money or something. I don't know.
So everyone got money.
Did you get money?
I got money.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I got money.
Cha-ching. Okay.
Yeah, no, I got money. So no matter. So if you got the first question right, you seal that. It's like how to be.
Oh, who must be a millionaire?
Yeah.
So like as soon as you get the question right, that is locked in.
Yeah. So that's nice,
That's really good.
Yeah.
Buy a free black magic camera as well. Absolutely.
But yeah.
That's awesome. I had no idea that you guys got to keep the money or get what you earned.
They should have like told it. I think they did say banked. They wrote like banked in the show.
Yes, Brian Cox writes like banked. But then yes, because me and my dad actually talked about that. Do you get that money when you leave? Because I remember at the end it was like the Bone Brothers or whoever the English guys open up a locker or whatever, and there's like a load of cash and like a duffel bag. I was like, oh, it's good. Like they got to the final, but they obviously I hadn't spoken to you or anything at this stage of the movie, so. Like, but we were like actively cheering you guys on in the like, oh, they're from here and all this stuff. Like, did you have any of that with everybody else? Because like I remember, like the trailer came out and it was in my group chat with my friends and everything. Like, this is class. Like, it properly looks like a movie. Like, this is awesome. Brian Cox is like, when did you realise like, oh, Brian Cox is in this as well? Is the thing?
So I guess it was we were told Brian Cox was going to be in it after we got kicked out. I think.
Okay.
It's like, oh, we sealed Brian Cox, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, you're out the door. yeah.
So that was nice.
That's class.
You know, obviously he's like from Dundee as well, which is in Scotland. So that was cool. And I did see him at the premiere.
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk to him. He was kind of like rushed in through the media line and rushed back out the other side.
What was the premiere like? Because I saw a photo on your Instagram. I saw me stock, and you were like, you and your dad in like kilts in front of like this massive helicopter and everything.
Mate,
incredible.
It was crazy. So they kind of told us it, right? So yeah, the premiere's on this date. You fly out. We'll fly you out. You get a +1, which was great. Yeah. So I got to bring my girlfriend. My dad brought. My mum. Yeah. I was going to say his
girlfriend.
So yeah, that was cool. But we arrived. I was expecting just like maybe a little red carpet and then walk in and watch the show. But it was not the
whole show.
So we got to see the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
And we weren't in it at all. So we were
the first 2.
Yeah. So I mean, we're in like maybe a second or something. Just like these guys are in the show. By the way. But yeah, we weren't in the first 2 episodes at all.
When you first saw that, were you like, were you nervous that like we've been cut?
Yeah, because the end of I think it's the end of the second episode. There's 2 cops, and they got pretty far, but they only get 1 question. That's all they get, sort of thing, and that's them out. But yeah, I thought we got very generously edited for how far we got. I think. Like there was a team that got equally as far as us, did like the same amount, and they're just not in it as much as us. Yeah.
Really? And I suppose probably part of it as well comes from like there needs to be a bit of personality as well. Like yes, you can get far, but like if you're no crack at all, like it doesn't really help the TV show. Like there needs to be a wee bit of like you guys sort of told like have a laugh and like have
it was pretty much just be yourself. Sort of thing. Which I don't know. It ended up working out for us because I think my dad and I have quite a compelling story. Just with the where he works and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, he's away from home all the time, is he?
Yeah, so like probably half the year. I actually end up I have the same job as him now. So.
Oh, do you? Oh,
I don't work on the same boat as him. Or like the same company as him. Similar job.
Okay, so you're away as well. What were some of the other challenges that you guys had to do?
So we were in Monza at the Grand Prix.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah.
So
that going on through the pits and everything, weren't you?
Mate, that's nuts.
Crazy.
That was absolutely nuts.
Can we get in here? Oh, brilliant! Nice. Okay. Oh my god! You're in the pits. Hey, Aston Martin. Can we come in?
I'm not even an F1 fan. Like I have no clue what we're doing. So we arrive in Monza and there's like people in Ferrari shirts. And I'm like, what is this? Is this some weird Ferrari town sort of thing? But yeah, then we get like VIP tickets and we're running and like meeting the Aston Martin people and like right at the pits. So on that day, that was the day that, God bless her, the Queen died. So
Majesty's Secret Service.
So we hadn't been told this because they took our phone and everything.
Oh,
so we had no clue.
Serious?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
And then it just like all of a sudden the entire like F1 track all goes quiet, everyone goes quiet, and like on the screens there's like a minute of silence. So we're on camera being filmed, and there's like this minute.
Is that the show now?
No, they got it out.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, so.
Pay respect for a minute. Yeah. fair.
So yeah, that was just like I'll never forget where I was when. You know,
that's mental. Someone asked you, "Oh, where were you?" Where Queen Elizabeth died, racing through the pits of the F1 as a secret agent with my dad. Like that's actually mental.
I'm also the youngest person on there, so that's.
What age were you when you did it?
I was probably I applied when I was 18, so I was probably 19, 20.
Okay. What age are you now?
21.
21. Yeah. Fair. Yeah, it is class. I mean, a pretty obvious answer, but like, if you were asked to do it again,
100%. Look, here, if I could give back the money and go on the next adventure, like if I could risk the money to go on the next adventure with my dad, I totally would.
That's class.
100% I would.
And yeah, aside from the Bond stuff, like, where do you want to, like, I know you do all your, like, you guys do your film and production stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to, like, is that what you want to do, like, your end goal wise, or like?
Yeah, so we filmed this guy walking across Ireland recently. He's pretty much just one of my mates. He called us. He was like, by the way, I'm doing this, and I was like, right, I'm coming down to film you, 100%.
Yeah.
So Dan and I slept in the back of a car and like followed him along this like like we got the first couple of days and like turned it into like a mini documentary sort of thing.
Okay.
But from that, this guy approached us. He's called Johnny Be Good. At the minute, he's cycling from Canada.
Singer, isn't he?
Well, no, that is. Yeah. I think he named himself after that.
Okay.
I think his real name's Johnny Coyne or Johnny Coyle or something like that. Okay. He's from Ireland.
But like Elvis.
He's cycling from Canada to Costa Rica at the minute. So he's doing like, he does all this.
Johnny Be Dead.
He's like somewhere, he's in like Guatemala at the minute and just like sleeping in like.
Good man, Johnny. Crazy guy.
He's a nutcase, but he's cool. Anyway, he goes on crazy cool adventures and stuff. And for his next adventure, he hasn't said anything about it yet, but I don't think he would mind if I said it. Maybe he would. It's perfect fine. Anyway, so he's kayaking from Dublin to Istanbul. So
how long is that?
I mean, it's 6 months of kayaking.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Like,
let's do it. Let's get it sorted.
So he's nuts, but he asked us to film it with him. So
6 months?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
love it. Love it. Yeah.
So it's through the European waterways. So the plan is buy a camper van and kind of like follow him along his journey and make a documentary out of it.
That would be totally class. I've forgotten about the quintessential question of this.
You're on it.
Yeah,
you're actually on it.
Sorry, mate, we're only doing 45 minutes of this. What's your favourite fry-up? I've totally forgotten about that one. So like, if you had a fry, what is your ideal fry-up?
Okay, so definitely, I'm half Scottish. So I like a Scottish fry more than an Ulster fry, to be honest.
Yeah.
Scottish fry is like haggis, black pudding and white pudding. Yeah. And then you get like a fried egg, that's gooey, and just like gooey all over.
Stefan earlier said, we gooey fried egg.
You need it, or else you're putting ketchup on everything. It's
you should black pudding as well there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black pudding's good.
I need to try black pudding. Next fry-up. We'll bring some black pudding.
Yes.
I'll try it. Because that's two people I don't know now that are advocates for black pudding.
Mate, you need the runny yolk on the black pudding though.
Okay. Right, well then we'll bring a full steam cooker and everything and we'll get runny yolk.
A cooking show, dude, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it all. Come on.
Tomatoes need to go off the plate.
No, we were talking to Sam Butler, just the sliced tomato that just sits there.
Yeah, it's great.
No need for it whatsoever. No need for it whatsoever. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been an absolute pleasure. I've absolutely loved it. Anything you want to plug?
Probably check out the Instagram. The Instagram's probably the best one, right?
Yeah, it'll be on the screen as well.
Or YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Well. It'll all be in the description as well.
Thank you.
I absolutely loved this one. This has been really good.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Thank you so much, Sam, for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks very much for watching this episode of Fry Up.
Get a bit!